Hello once again, this is Mark over at apopkalifeinsurance.com, and today I actually wanted to answer an email. I got one this week, and the question that they were asking was, I wanted to purchase a policy for myself and my wife. What do I need to know? Thought that was a great question. By the way, for those of you that don't know, you can reach me at my email at apopkalifeinsurance@gmail.com. One of the things I was thinking about, actually I was thinking about quite a bit, was some key questions that you should ask whenever you're sitting down with your agent when it's time for you to buy a policy. All right, and the first question that I feel is huge is how much does it cost? Okay, so we'll put that down here first. Cost. Okay, now you have to remember, when it comes to life insurance, there's a couple of factors that affect your cost. It's age, gender, tobacco status, and health history. Those four things have a huge impact on how much you'll be paying. Also, the amount of insurance you're shooting for. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one I thought was, was pretty important too, is how do you get the money? All right, because we all want our money. Okay, and once again, not to take lightly at claim time, because at the time of a claim, what an insurance company would require is proof of death. In that case, in most cases, they would need a death certificate. Once you obtain that death certificate of a loved one or family member, then you deliver it, and they would actually want a physical copy, not like a copy. You would deliver that to your insurance company, and there'll be maybe a page or two of paperwork to fill out, and then they would deliver your check to you. In some cases, they actually send it to the insurance company, so the agent delivers it to you, or they would send it directly to your house. Okay? Another question I think that's important when you're about to purchase your policy is, when does my price go up? All right? And this is something that is important. That right there is important, because you can pretty much tell what type of policy you're going to end up with, which also affects price, based on if your price goes up or it doesn't. Okay? And that's when you get into more of the term insurance or whole life insurance, but that's another video. We'll talk about that later. The fourth question is, does my coverage end? Which is a great question, because you don't want to be covered and assume you're covered, and then all of a sudden you find out 20 or 30 years later that your coverage is going to end. Work with me, guys. All right, a couple question marks there. Okay. In most cases, if you have a certain type of insurance, it will cover you as long as you pay your premiums. Okay, it'll cover you for the rest of your life, as long as you pay your premiums. In some cases, you have insurance, like I said before, like term insurance, that it ends after 20 years or 30 years. The bottom line is that sometimes coverage is renewable, and that means that you can renew it at the end of that term, or at the end of that, like I said, term, or you can't renew it. And that's where you have to worry about being a little older, being a little more unhealthy, and having to get insurance at the end of this end of the life of the policy. Well, I hope this was helpful for the person that emailed me, and once again, I want to thank anyone who contacted me. This is Marcus at apopkalifeinsurance.com. You can also reach me at 407-844-9831. Hope you guys have long and happy lives.